I'm drinking caffeine mixed with milk. I don't know if you guys are able to see. Something that used to trigger me so much when I was still struggling with anxiety, I avoided coffee. And because I just felt, caffeine is a stimulant and you tend to be sensitive of all the changes that it makes in our body. So this made me to avoid caffeine. But when I knew better, when I had learned about anxiety, I realized caffeine is not the problem. My perception of caffeine is. So I wanted to talk, let's put coffee aside. I wanted to talk about brain fog. Brain fog made me feel like I had some sort of brain damage. I felt like because I was a student at that time, I couldn't focus, I couldn't concentrate, my memory was whack, my performance had gone down because of the memory loss. Also, I was struggling with chronic OCD. So one sentence, it took me even like 15 minutes to just read one sentence. So what about a whole page? It almost took an hour to read a whole page. So brain fog made me feel like there's something wrong in my head, and this makes anxiety sufferers. When you feel like your memory is work, you can't focus, you can't concentrate even at work, you feel like this kind of thing is destroying some part of your life and you always want to do something about it. Then after this, you go on trying to figure out what is brain fog, what got me to having brain fog. Now you start thinking how to overcome brain fog, while at this time you don't understand anxiety, you don't understand brain fog, you don't understand what brings brain fog, you don't understand the principles of anxiety recovery. So the constant figuring out, the constant over analyzing of the brain fog, the constant worrying about the brain fog is what makes it grasp so much. It's what makes you have more of the brain fog. Brain fog happens as a result of anxiety sufferers getting obsessed with their symptoms, just figuring out their symptoms, just like literally worrying about their symptoms, over analyzing, overthinking, and the brain says, you know what, I can't take this anymore. It has been overwhelmed so much with stress and it can't take it anymore. That's what leads to brain fog, where you feel it's a mental fog. You feel like you can't grasp, you can't even think clearly, you can't make decisions on your own. Your thinking is confused. You feel like the memory loss is a lot. I used to even forget my parents' face. I used to forget my siblings' face sometimes. And it was so scary, guys. It was so scary. Scary is the word. Brain fog is as a result of you engaging the mind constantly, always overthinking, always overanalyzing, always adding second fears, and the brain now gets tired and it can't work together with you anymore. That's why you feel like you have memory loss and all those things that you fear. So the more you worry about brain fog, the more you try to analyze it, the more you try to think, what is it? Now you're trying to think, how can I get out of it immediately? Your memory will come back, brain fog will fade away as your nerves heal, as you desensitize. But you trying to beat it up, trying so hard to overcome it, is the reason why it is so constant. It is the reason why it is so persistent.